My blissful gorgeous self, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is sharing the message to Uddhav to take it to the gopis in Vrindavan. Oh Uddhav, halt as soon as you spot out huge marble mansion, flag flying high, adorned and illuminating with gems and gardens. There lived my mother Yashoda and my father Nanda Baba. Bow down to both of them in my name. Oh, I remember their sad and pale faces at the time of my departure, and my heart breaks. My mother is crying in my name still. She has gone too lean and thin, as if I am coming back home. She is staring at the path of Mathura. Puri Varatma Vinyasa Netra, that's the word of Sri Rupa Goswami. Telling this, Krishna's eyes began showering tears. After a short pause, he began, Dear Uddhav, in summer, all ponds dry up, mud stays at the bottom. Several tortoises still live on, surviving on those decreasing mud. Same way, my gopis, my gopas, my friends are suffering in scorching summer of my separation. Water of my time in Vrindavan is extinct. Their soul-torn eyes are somehow sustained by hope, mud of my promise. I had told them, I shall come. You must meet my those gopis soon past urgent. It's emergency. Climb up, leap up into the chariot and move fastest. And lo, Uddhava did as told. He drove the chariot fast, still looking lovingly at the grieving face of his friend Sri Krishna. Krishna continued, standing, looking at the chariot winklessly as long as he could see the flag flying in the southern horizon. Insurmountable desire uprising, let me run fast, join Uddhav and go to Vrindavan with him. But how can he do that? Oh, it's hard indeed, this overroll of ethics and ideals upon the natural impulses of love. The duality of the beyond doer, the tormentation of the beyond, the cry of complete bliss, the tormentation of the divine in separation of his owns. But this is the embodiment of the sweetest of all transcendental melodies, my dear friends. The chariot of Uddhav is running fast on the path of Vrindavan, faster than the speed of his chariot. He is thinking of Sri Krishna and his strange pain in love of some unknown milkmaids. Well, whosoever they are, let's see how they look like. Krishna is sitting in his private chamber alone and he is worrying, oh, Uddhav may miss to see my Swapadharmanam dazzle of beauty of Vrindavan. It will be a great misfortune. No. I will not let my friend go unfortunate. He should see my Vrindavan exactly as it used to be when I was there. And lo, Yogamaya materialized all that in a finger snap. All the opulence, all the beauty and joy and sweetness which was flowing in Vrindavan when Sri Krishna was there, started shining out brilliantly, my dear friend. As soon as chariot entered Vrindavan, a captivating, entrancing perfume enlivened Uddhavji. He saw transcendental beauty of that divine land, each tree, each vine, pond, soil, and flowers reminding unique pastimes of Sri Krishna. Since Krishna's pastimes are eternal, they began looming and lurking, shimmering before the inner eyes of Uddhavji. Uddhav is wondering, wow, this is the same Brajabhumi where my Lord always sports holding his friends by their shoulders. He dances here, he rests, he feels relaxing and comfortable, and he laughs wholeheartedly where he has a freedom to laugh wholeheartedly. This is the Vrindavan. Under these same trees adorn each other with the flowers and fruits of the very same trees. Ye Sri Radha Muralidharayo Sri Lapadaravinda Sparshananda Kulagidadanos Chandamana Srudara Yat Pushpadyaye Swayamatirasa Taumitho Veshayetam Vrindaranya Drumadanumad Dhanya Namastan. Oh, this is it where my Lord, my Krishna used to play flute, calling his holy cows, and there he had his lunch with his friends. Nyaro hai sab lok te Vrindavan nijage khelat laadini laalaya bhije sarasasane बाजोरी चलत दो रसिक लाडली लाल देखो ऐसे भांति छवि चितवनी नैन विशाल. Oh, I am truly blessed indeed. My Krishna, my friend, lives here. In his fullness, I am feeling the very perfume of his benign presence so intensely, and Uddhavji is looking all over with million-ton thirst in his eyes, my dear friends. Sarvata Pushpitavanam, Shukdevji Maharaj says, Sarvata Pushpitavanam Dijali Gulanaditam Hansakarandavakirnam Padmakhandai Jamandidam. Abounding groves in full blossom on all sides, resounding with humming bees, chirping birds, shining with beds of lotuses and floating with swans and ducks. Now, Uddhavji entered Vrindavan vicinity. He saw snow-white cars capering around, flute music echoing with sound of milking cows, godo shabda viravam, venunam nisvanena ja. Dusk had already descended. He saw each home is decorated with fragrant flowers and milkmaid, resplendent with ornaments. They were singing the glories of Sri Krishna. He saw homes of Braj lit with flames and dust rising with cows' arrival. Channayana pratishatam Pashunam Guravenubihi. Vrindavan is as if welcoming Uddhavji with her dusty hands, as if before visiting the deity in the temple, a bath in sacred water is required. So also to see Nanda Yashoda, Nanda Gopis and the Gopals, Vrindavan, Uddhavji is bathed in Brajraj, raised by the holy cows. He is thrilled. He saw Brajavasis have just worshipped the sacred fire, sun and saints and maidens and gods and wise men, with burning frankincense and flames and garlands. He saw the marble house of Sri Krishna, as he had mentioned. He stopped the chariot, alighted, jumped down and sat down on the marble slab in the garden before the house. Someone saw him. He ran down to Nanda Baba and reported the news. Oh Nanda Baba, oh Yashoda Mom, some Krishna-looking royal person has come to see you. He is sitting outside. Nanda Baba and Yashoda both themselves ran down, came out of the house and saw Uddhavji. And Uddhavji saw the glory of all glories, that Nanda Yashoda, of whom his friend is crying for. He fell down prostrate at their feet. Seeing his Krishna-looking guest, tears came in the eyes of Nanda and Yashoda. Nandaji picked up Uddhavji with utmost affection and brought him home. Attendants led him to bathroom, showered, and he wore new clothes and another pair which Sri Krishna had given him. Then Nanda Baba feasted him, rested him, and Bhojitam Paramannena Samvishtam Kashipau Sukham Gatasramam Pariprichat Madasam Vahanadevi. After the rest, Uddhavji came in the living room. He sat on the couch. The couple just sat just beside him. Both were lacking courage to inquire about Sri Krishna. They were afraid if there is some bad news again. Secondly, afraid to hear something that might increase their sorrow that they cannot handle. Therefore, Nanda Baba starts with welfare of his friend Vasudevji. Kachidanga Mahabhaga Sakhana Shuranandana Aste Kusalya Patyadjair Yukto Mukta Suradvrata. O the friend of my son, O Krishna-looking one, is our dear friend Vasudevji doing well? Oh, after so long of his suffering, he is reunited with his sons and relatives. As soon as he pronounced son, immediately his heart slipped into the sea of Krishna remembrances. Then he could not help asking about Sri Krishna. He said, Oh Uddhav, tell me please, is my Krishna in Mathura or still in the university? How can my delicate child handle that hard life of Gurukul? Nandaji Maharaj says, Apismaratina Krishno Madara Suridam Sakhin Gopan Vrajam Chatmanatham Gavo Vrindavanam Girim Apjaya Sadagovinda Sajanam Sakritikshitam Taredadhyamadadvangram Sunasam Susmite Kshanam. Does Sri Krishna remember us? His mom, his friends, his gopis. Does he remember us? his cows, his Vrindavan, Govardhana hill, wherein and with whom he always loved to play the stroll. Uddhava wondered, what is this? Has Krishna such a short memory to forget all this in such a short time? Nanda Baba knew his mind and explained, my baby was just an innocent, fragile and fun-loving. He never worried. Now, since he completed such an intensive study course and handling Yadava's resettlement, plus Jarasandha's multiple attacks with such an enormous pressure of work, how can he remember anyone unless useful to the work? Uddhavji said, O King of Brajmandal, Krishna has infinite memory. You are most important to him. He always remembers you with gratefulness. I have personally seen his lovesick conditions. And Nanda Maharaj said, Oh, he does remember us. Then Uddhav, tell us why he has not come yet. He had told me, Gyatin vo drashtume shyamo vidhaya suradam sukham. Oh, will he really come? Whole of Vrindavan is tormenting as fish without water. Serpent when lost its gem. We loved him more than our soul, our being, our life. We are awaiting his arrival. It doesn't look like we will survive too long. After our colossal death, Krishna may suffer shock. That's why I say, at once at least he come, and let all of us see his moonlight face. Telling thus, Nanda's eyes were closed. Two streams of Ganga and Yamuna flowed. He began seeing Krishna's moonlight face within. He said, Oh, what an astounding beauty, a sweetness, how captivating laughter, his benign nose, oh, his shining cheeks, his ambrosial glances. Oh, thou, will that immense fortune ever come in my sight again? Apyaya sati Govinda tarhi draksham tadvagram sunasam susmite kshanam. Now, Nanda Baba began to see his pastimes. Oh, he jumped into the Kaliya pond that day. He went almost dead. Then he left and somersaulted and began to dance on the woods of that cobra. What a wonderful solace that night. And lo, wildfire surrounded. Sri Krishna drank it up all. His protection, Leela from Aghasur, Aristasur, Trinavarth are amazing. Separating from such a wonderful son of mine, why, how come I am still alive, Uddhav, I am still unable to understand. Can you please enlighten me in this matter? All our daily routines are maddened up. Home turns too suffocative. I go for a walk, but there is no place which is not Krishna reminding. When I stand in the bank of holy Yamuna, I see his swimming, floating, sporting pastimes. I walk to the hillside. I find rocks of Giriraj still lying melted since that day when